everybody, and welcome back to the Reality Kingdom.
Ooh.
The real in reality or whatever.
Period.
I'm your host, Pharah, famous. And we're joined by our wonderful co-host, Lisa Rose. Lisa. Did Rue finally get it right? Or is Rue always wrong?
Well, he's rarely right, I'll say that.
Rarely.
But I'll definitely say I think Angeria pretty much deserved this episode, and we'll talk about it. I feel like for the first time this season, I felt like, okay, I'm in agreement overall.
Yeah, this wasn't
general,
too bad.
I think this was one of the more boring episodes of the season so far. No shade. I'm never really a fan of the acting challenges too much though. Me personally, I love the talent. I'm here for the looks. I love the snatch games and the things like that. But the some of the acting challenges are meh for me. But overall, I think Angeria definitely deserved it by the end. This the tea. Hula hey.
Hula said Rue won the challenge, to be honest.
That's the gag. And honestly, this whole episode was Rue just wanting to show off.
To show that he can act.
Because that's really what it was.
Yeah, honestly, because I haven't seen too many seasons like Lee has. So for me, I'm like, okay, what do I like, what do I not like? And they're doing like all of the main challenges this season. And honestly, the acting challenge, I'm not gagging because it's not really acting like it is, but also they're supposed to be dramatic and dramatized. It's more theater-esque, I feel. And it's like, okay, for me, it's like, y'all not actually acting. The other challenges I like when they actually have to be funny. When you're in Snatch Game, you actually have to try to be kind of like the character. You actually have to drag the girls when they do the whatever it is. It's like, it's more, I don't know, actual to what it is.
And the process of seeing like the finished storyline of the show, like I said, I'm just never necessarily too interested in that. But and you know what? It was cute.
I have liked some acting challenges, but it's the acting challenges where they have to decide as a team who's gonna be what role, and then they go out there and they got to do it. I remember watching. I don't even know what season it was. Oh my god, I do know what season it was. It was season 2. I think it was season 2 where they had to go out there and they had to act as country people. So they were all doing a commercial, and Mystique had to be the mama, and then Tyra had to be the baby, and blah blah blah. That was funny. That was a good
and that's a good one because it's like having them decide what to do. Like this one, it's like they had the roles picked for them, and then they picked roles that fit each person. Yeah. So most of them were just playing themselves.
Yeah. And it was like, oh, okay. And then the judges kind of didn't care that they were just playing themselves because it was given to them. It was for me, it was just like But we started off the episode, and you know what? The episode started off with a little drama because Angeria has cut off Roxy again. Because Roxy cut off Angeria, and then Angeria cut off Roxy initially, then Roxy cut off Angeria, and then she was gonna do it again, and then Angeria cut off Roxy again. So they're going tit
for motherfucking tat. And Angeria better watch out, because I do think Roxy can get another benefactress badge. Yes. And if that's the case, Angeria, your ass is getting cut down.
Yes. But she's getting cut regardless, because you done won 2 in a row. Like, you got cut twice in a row. And then you won the next 2 after that. It's like, you clearly got to get cut, queen.
Like, my thing is, I definitely did not like the fact how Roxy sat up there and tried to act like...
Oh, Lord, they call you out. Hold on.
What?
We need a homework report. Homework is crazy because it used to be progress. Homework.
That's homework.
Lisa.
Yo, we're busy. There's so many shows.
Lisa.
Honestly, blame All Stars 5. It's boring. And it's horrible to get through. But because of how my mind works, I have to finish All Stars 5 before I get to 13. And I promise I'm going to do it. I promise I'm going to do it.
Oh, Lord. I thought it was just 6 episodes or something like that.
Girl, I'm on episode 5 still.
You almost there.
2 weeks, girl.
You almost there. You almost there.
Y'all, I'm going to do it.
Bullying does work because y'all bullied us to cover the show. And so just keep doing it. It'll get there. Look, All Stars 5 is a slog, I admit.
It is.
Why is it so bad?
No, it was like y'all getting cut by the Ruby Snippers, child.
Oh, Lord.
I promise I'm gonna watch it because how many episodes we got left of this?
6.
So I feel like
five more episodes.
I definitely feel like there's only 2 episodes after All Star 5. So unless I just don't go back to it, which could happen, but I don't think it would. I have nothing to watch right now.
You know what? If anything, it'll update the progress report to see when we cover season 17 or 18, the next season of Drag Race. Then you'll have your new progress report where you've caught all the way up. Hopefully.
Yeah. And this is the main thing, Alessandro. It's like, girl, I'm really only here for Shay.
Not the
Alessandro
obvious
said that Shay's the obvious winner, and she definitely is. No one else is really gagging me, and that's the problem. And I think I'm scared because if 5 is this bad, and I know the cast just get more kind of Kaya-ish as it goes along, I'm thinking like, ooh, is All Stars not going to be good no more? Like, was 1 through 4 really the good seasons?
Ooh.
Child.
Now let me drag this Roxy hoe, because me personally, I don't have no attachment to the doll. Roxy says when Angeria comes in, she says, "Yeah, honestly, I just feel like you're playing a different type of game than I am. And it's not just for badges, and I'm not gonna buy it." Girl, what the fuck is you talking about? What the fuck is you? And then she finally, at this moment, she doesn't want to explain because Angeria was like, "Oh, okay, what you talking about?" Roxy was like, "It's good. You're just playing a different type of game." Then calm the fuck down because you was finna snip her twice in a row and play.
My thing is, well, what she was specifically upset about is, the stunts and the shows and all the theatrics, baby. What is? Let me turn around and walk to the other side of the stage and say,
"My eyes are closed. I don't know where you guys are, and I just can't do it." Angeria, I'm in front of you, even though I knew where you were standing. Oh no, I can't do Angeria,
Roxy, mama,
right?
Please, mama, please.
You the stunt queen, ho. Talking about stunts and shows. Oh, please.
Oh, the girls are saying 6 and 7 are good. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. I really think it's just that 5 is trash. Clearly, 5 is just trash. So maybe that's what it is. Because I don't think I'm done with Drag Race. It's just like 5 is not good.
Didn't even finish 8.
I'm like, I can't do it. Yeah. I heard bad things about 8. I heard 8 is a bunch of Kaya, so I'm not excited at all. And I've seen, we talked about it before. I've seen some of the cast for 8.
Child. So yeah, Roxy does all this hoopla talking about you were doing dramatics, blah 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 blah. Basically saying exactly what she was doing literally last week. So I don't know. It went in one ear of mine and out the other ear of mine. But anyway, update on the
and Jerry was like, "Well, I hate it. She was trying to explain her case, and then he go, Roxy, I'm good.
I'm good. It's
good. It's like, girl, Roxy.
Please, because me personally, she ain't gagged me yet. So I'm wondering, why are you this all powerful, all knowing drag queen when all you've done is hate on Angeria all season?
This is some nasty beef. I will say, shout out to Angeria though, because this is a good All-Stars run for her. Okay, 2
she got her lick back
wins in a row, collecting $30,000 for what's the charity, bitch?
The Black African. I got it. Hold on, I'll give you the exact name.
Period.
The National Black Justice Coalition, ho.
And I'm like, this isn't gonna plant her in Drag Race history. She kind of got TV beef with Roxy Andrews.
You have beef with the doll.
The girls are gonna remember that. So I'm really happy that Angeria is getting her flowers, and
she will be in the finale. Okay,
I think she will. I think at this point, I feel like the top 3 may be Plastique, Roxy, Angeria, and Gottmik. I think Gottmik is still in contention. It's gonna be between them 4 for sure.
That's why we're going to get to it at the end. But they have the most badges. So, manufacturer's badges update. At the beginning of this episode, Roxy and Plastique have 3. Everybody else has 2 except Nina, who has 1. And Chanel, who has 0. They should have been working together. They're both flops. Yeah. So I don't know why Nina didn't give Chanel that badge that Roxy has, because if that was the case, she would have been in a better position. But she wanted to lose so bad that she gave it away. She was so performative for that, too. You were friends with Chanel. But anyway.
It's just dumb. She's the one who helped this girl get in the lead, and she's been in the lead ever since. Because what's the leaderboard before the end of this episode?
Before the end, after this, or before this? There is 3 for Roxy and Plastique. That's what I was saying. Roxy and Plastique both have 3. Everybody else has 2, except Nina and Chanel. Nina has 1. Chanel has 0.
And then after this episode, Angeria got 3.
Yeah, and she's tied with the big 3.
And Nina got 2.
Mm-hmm. So
see, I don't need Nina to get nowhere close to a 3, because if she slide her way and stuff down, it's gonna be a problem.
She won't.
But girl, I'm kind of gagged that Gottmik crown is tilting a bit. I am. I think it's she started off so strong, and now girl, her back against the wall.
I think it's like give her some time. They got four more episodes until the finale, and I feel like there'll be an extra benefactress badge flopped in between there for sure. So I think she can get.
All right, because the girl said it'd be extra challenges, girl. They're gonna be like last minute 5 benefactors badges to win this staring competition, bitch.
But she is getting she her crown is slip. Honestly, it's not even flipping. It's off. The crown is now on Roxy's head. Ooh. Roxy has Angeria and Angeria. And Angeria. Because it was on Roxy's head, and then Angeria said,
and that's the thing. The gag is Plastique getting all of these top 2s and ain't no win. It's like, girl, Plastique, you gotta get a win, mama.
You gotta
learn the lip sync lyrics
quick
to even be able to get a win. Because at this point, she gonna go all the way to the final. Because I know she paid coin for these runway looks because Plastique comes out and kills it every week. And I feel like it's about 100,000 on each outfit.
Yeah,
girl, don't be here wasting your time and then get to the finale and lose
because you don't know none of the work.
How can you best it? Because even if you want to reward her because she eats up the finale lip sync, it's like, well, you haven't won any lip sync this entire season. So it's like I just wish that she was standing out a little bit more for the actual work. Because I feel like being in top 2 is great, but girl, it's been about 5 top 2s and no win.
Yeah. So Plastique, this is when she talks and she says she's been sneaking her way by. She hasn't got cut yet. And she still doesn't get snipped. So she kind of eats that up because she's like, I'm
strategy, in the lead. Girl.
Yeah, she's like, I'm in the lead for benefactors badges, but I haven't got snipped yet and I haven't won a challenge yet. So, I'm able to kind of slide and sneak my way by. And it's working. It's working really well because she's always had an opportunity to win an extra benefactors badge. That's why she's been in the top 3 fucking times because she hasn't been snipped. So it's like, well,
yeah. And then she released her strategy this episode. Remember the math strategy?
Yes.
She basically told the girls, well, it's better for the girls to have the same amount of badges to cut each other because if someone has more badges than you, cutting them does nothing.
Yeah.
Which I kind of see that point. It's like you should be trying to secure your own spot, especially if you're tied with like 5 other girls. But I mean, there was definitely some selfishness in that. She was like, okay, I don't get cut.
It was definitely strategic, and it worked because when Angeria decides later in the episode to cut Got Mick, first of all, I think in a way Plastique was right. Just like Angeria said, it's smarter for Angeria to cut Got Mick because Angeria is now solidified in the top 3 girls. So she now currently has a spot in the finale, and if Got Mick gets another badge, that spot's up for grabs. Yeah. So to prevent Got Mick from getting another badge, it's probably the best situation. So it's like,
be real. Is it likely that Vanjie gonna get one? Is it likely that Nina gonna get one? It's like,
and then Nina
is the most likely person to get a 3rd badge.
Yep. So it's kind of smart. It's kind of smart, ho. So hey, maybe she hate. So after this, RuPaul comes in for the mini challenge. The mini challenge is you must put these fruit in between your thighs and take them to a basket and drop them in the basket. Real cute. Now, Bruno. Oh, what do they call it? The pit crew. Bruno from the pit crew. I should have just put a picture of him on the screen. Y'all, I had no choice but to go to his Instagram and follow him. I had no choice.
I'm dead. Did you really?
I was like, I have to go follow this man. This man is gorgeous.
Girl, so imagine if he
better emotion.
Put his hand on your shoulder like that and just
shoved it up there.
Shoved the fruit
and
up
then he's a
it was kind of forceful too.
He does, he's on the team. So I'm like,
oh, he plays the team.
You might as well just stick your hand up there for me. But what I believe, or well, you never really know. But looking at his page, I'm like, oh, you might be a bottom. So it might be like, you want me to, and I could do that. I could do.
I'm kind of disappointed.
That ASAP, a weirdo from the challenges on the pit crew. We saw him yesterday. Last episode.
I
said a weirdo because I was gonna lust a little bit.
I didn't know he was a weirdo.
Hold on,
I said, child, them funds getting low because why he over here now? ASAP broke down. And look, I mean, I'll pay those bills, ASAP.
What you? He's honestly, I saw him. I was like, that is ASAP. He looked okay. A lot. I really like the other pit crew members a little better than him. I was like, oh, okay. I love Bruno.
I've seen him before, but he is honestly so fun. He a little dumb though. That's not fun.
Maybe that's what it is. ASAP is weird as fuck. Somebody else think he weird?
I haven't seen his challenge run. I only remember him being on Are You the One?
Oh yeah. I haven't seen the challenge, and I don't remember him from already. Why is he weird? Please tell us. But anyways, yeah, he is on here.
I just remember the body out in that face. Oh, he's a poly type. Jalen said he's a poly type. Only buck up to a man. Only buck up to women.
Okay.
That was so nasty. What Davon say? I ain't hear you buck up to a man yet. I ain't hear you buck up to a man yet.
Why you got drama with Melissa?
And fuck her too, cause she's a...
You know what?
This is who you lay with.
Hold on, Lee.
This is who you lay with.
Hold on, Lee. What's the correlation with men who are bucking up to women? Recently, Paulie did reveal that he is on other teams. He's ASAP. I'm not saying being on Drag Race pit crew. You mean you have to be for every team, but you bucking up to women.
But now I'm intrigued.
Paulie's bucking up to women. You want me to eat your ass? Like what you want? What do you really want? What do you really want?
Demonetized, bitch.
What do you really want? I mean, hey, clearly they're gonna do it anyways. But hey, we move. We move. Nina wins. Lisa Rose, child. Nina wins. The challenge of clenching her toot and moving the fruit. But this is my thing, and it's no shade. Nina, wasn't nobody snipping you, baby, because the winner of the challenge means you don't get snipped or you're immune from getting snipped tonight. Nina won for no reason because you wasn't gonna get snipped. I promise you. But what she did say, and I will say, she kind of spilled. She said, because I won, God, Mick, and Roxy are still up for grabs to get snipped. So I'm preventing them from winning that immunity. And I'll give her that, I guess. I was sad because I was like, damn, you're never getting money for the Trevor Project. Because usually you get money for this. And she didn't get anything. So I'm like, okay, girl, child. Lisa Rose would have killed this challenge. How you know? I think she would have, I fear. But how do you know? At least she got some coin for the Trevor Project by the end of the day. Because right here, I was like, dang. Y'all not even going to give her money for her charity. She just gets immunity. But it all comes full circle. And deserved this time, I will say. So, boom. We get the tea of the Maxi-challenge. The Maxi-challenge is everyone's going to co-star in a short film with RuPaul, yours truly. And like y'all have said already, RuPaul just wanted to show that she could act and let everybody know to put her on the movie. Marvel, Pixar, wherever, put RuPaul on the movie because these other hoes, it's not eating. It's truly not. Oh, I meant the Maxi-challenge, not the me. What do you mean the Maxi-challenge, not the me? Well, hey, I think Lisa Rose would have swept both. Me personally. Lisa looked like she could give / take a mean fake slap. They said you would have won the challenge.
Honestly, no, these challenges, they seem very doable from like a competition standpoint.
They do.
I can get out here and act down. I really could.
Now, I can't act. What did
I'm gonna slap you. You ready?
I'm ready.
Look, bitch, get out of my establishment.
I don't think I could do it because it's kind of like what Roxy said when she got out there. She was like, I just keep laughing and laughing and laughing. That would be me. I think
I would too.
Goofy. I'm too goofy for this shit.
Ru is too unserious, but I do feel like I can lock in. But I feel like that is the superpower of it. You have to like lean into that because it's silly.
True. It is silly. I feel like it gets
hand doing that.
It gets difficult for me to like, I don't know, get silly. It's really hard for me to loosen up. That's why I'm a terrible dancer because I'm so stiff and so I gotta really loosen up. I can get loose if I'm like on my own or with my friends, but when it comes to like a challenge, I get nervous. Take my face, keep it locked in the safe. But I feel like what Drag Race teaches you, it teaches you to like do that because that was George's problem as well, and now. Yeah. She was able to, when they went to practicing and filming about it, she was able to kind of loosen up and stuff. So that's really cool.
No, really. And I think that Georgia, if she can bring it with the runway every time, she could definitely be one of those top girls now because I really did like this challenge for her. She's getting she's starting to fill her oats.
It's 3 in a row that I'm like,
she's trying to get into her bag for real.
Mm-hmm. I like it. I think it's definitely growth. It's not like, I won't say she's competing with the girls who are comedy queens at all, but it's just like from where she started to where she is now, it's like you could win the challenge. Like you should have won the last challenge, I feel, so it's like she's really growing. But before
I'm so
we got
mad though, because you go.
What?
You go, because we gotta discuss it later anyway.
Oh, okay, boom. Before we got to the challenge, Got Mick had a little moment because Got Mick was feeling stressed last episode. That's why she stole all of that lady's stuff for her performance.
Yeah, and then she was depressed and untucked too. She wasn't saying anything.
And she wasn't saying anything untucked. And she talks here about how she's been trying to be a little bit more masculine. And she talks about the toxic masculinity in the trans man community. And it's like, oh, what a conversation, because it's like, this just isn't a conversation I can have. I don't have any trans male friends IRL. A lot of people don't know or even talk about trans men like that. They usually talk about, if anything, trans women, and it's negative. Fuck, don't get me mad. Let me calm down. So it's really good to hear like just this whole concept that it's like not something I really thought about.
Because it's something that I never thought was even a thing. Because she basically explains that well, I guess period.
I know, right? Yes.
What's his out of drag name?
I forgot. Personally, let me look it up.
Period. Well, he was telling the story about basically how he feels like he needs to be more masculine as a trans man. Because when you look at
Cade is cute.
What's a cute name? Because as a trans man, looking at other trans men, all you really see is hyper masculinized versions, and I feel like that definitely makes sense because you're into this new body, you're into this kind of just new presentation of yourself, so you feel like you need to try to live up to that at the utmost. I feel like probably trans women probably experience the same thing because it's like you want to embody who you truly are, and because we have so many of these societal norms, it make it seem like that is what you have to fit. And I just love watching Drag Race in general because you get to see people who break those societal norms. I feel like what we as society deem as normal was completely made up. Like, who said that blue is for boy? Who said that pink is for girl? Who said that men are supposed to be out building fences? Like, that's not in the manual somewhere. It's not in the Bible.
It's all made up.
Dresses are supposed to be for girls and pants are for boys. Like, that was switched like fucking 1900 years ago. Men used to wear dresses,
even heels,
and makeups. And
men used to wear heels.
So it's interesting how society makes us think that we have to do these certain things to just be who we are as a person. When really you can be whatever the fuck you want. Like, it's all made up. We're all living on a rock in the middle of space,
of nowhere.
You can do what the fuck you want.
Truly. Alessandra says, have y'all seen the tea about the Big Brother and trans contestants? I did. Lee, did you see that? You saw the tea?
Well, the Big Brother Bible was saying that, they spoke with a producer for Big Brother.
Yep.
And
casting director.
Allegedly. The producer allegedly said that after Audrey, they were not interested in casting transgender people again. And basically Big Brother sent out, CBS sent out a cease and desist to the person who wrote that book and said, like, basically, bitch, you don't know what you're talking about and you shouldn't be speaking on us. If you keep speaking on us, it's going to be a problem. And I mean, I just feel like, well, a producer said it. And also, it's also facts. Like, where are they at? The person that you casted. And it was very obvious that you only casted Audrey because of the Caitlyn Jenner drama. So now, after that was not relevant anymore, it's not in the conversation. I think it's disappointing that we don't have more trans representation in the Big Brother house, especially with most of the casting team now being LGBT, with us being in the BIPOC era where we're supposed to be highlighting
diversity.
Highlighting diversity. So it is unfortunate, and you can't tell me it's not purposeful. I mean, there are trans people probably applying. I mean, you could recruit. You recruit people every year. Recruit a trans.
Period. Yeah, they were talking about how for Big Brother 9, thank God she wasn't on it, but for Big Brother 9, they were trying to cast Laverne Cox. They felt like one of the casting producers felt like Laverne Cox would be very good for this role, and Big Brother basically said, "Oh, she looks too much like a man. This will never work. We're definitely not." Girl,
I didn't know this. Laverne Cox.
Laverne. And that was the same, or the year after, Laverne got on her first reality show, which was I Want to Work for Diddy, and that's where Laverne kind of blew up from. And so basically that same producer,
I want to work for what?
Child. I didn't know this. But anyways, Laverne blew up from that show, and she could have been on Big Brother first, but they didn't want her because they're so literally transphobic. There's no other way to put it. That's what they want, but that's what you are. Transphobic. They're the bar. Let me stop. But no, literally, they need to do better. Quick. Time's ticking. Bitch, your time up.
But I love that Gottmik was able to kind of just realize that you didn't need to be those things. Like you could be whatever. You know, like men can cry. Men do cry. Like I used to remember growing up, because that's the big thing. I feel like, and this is a lot of Black households. I remember, what's his name? The black firefighter who came.
Oh, I forgot his name.
I forget his name. Does it start with an A?
I can find it for you while you talk.
He said that, you know, his father didn't mind him being gay. He just didn't want him to be overly feminine. And I feel like that was kind of a similar experience to me. Like, of course, my daddy cared about me being gay, but it was mainly he didn't want me one of those gays that wore dresses and wore makeup and wore wigs, and you need to just be hyper masculine. And it's like I hate that is what's pushed on people, because his ideas of what masculine over something I'm supposed to be emotional about. I'm not supposed to be wearing lotion and deodorant type shit. I don't need to shower. Like shit like that is dumb. And that's why there are grown men walking around with shit stuck with
shitty booties and
they
shit.
don't know how to clean themselves.
And they don't shower.
Gay to touch their booty in any way, even for cleanliness. It's like are those videos of men literally in the store knocking shit down because the cashier gave him a pink lighter. Have you seen those videos?
Yes, throwing tantrum.
Like you throwing a tantrum because you're getting a pink lighter. It's like,
nigga, this is a lighter.
Violent. You have to get violent to prove that you're not feminine. It's so interesting, but it's all interconnected, because I feel like there's such a war on femininity in general. Like anything that is close to femininity is, for some reason, attacked, especially by a lot of men. So I feel like that's why they try to like just heavily go against that. It just becomes so violent, and I don't get that.
And it's so backwards, because it's literally like you hate, a lot of men hate the idea of femininity, but y'all supposed to like feminine creatures, allegedly. You would
think.
Don't
really like them,
and they don't really like them, and that's the issue. A lot of men move for the masculine eye. They move to impress masculine
other
people
men.
Or other men, instead of moving to, you know, impress feminine things
themselves.
Or feminine women, like, or themselves, something. But it's like, it's just very, very backwards how it works. Honestly, his name was Andre, by the way. The black
Andre, yeah.
Shout out to that. But yeah, all of that is terrible. Shout out to Gottmik. Is that why we be getting demonetized? Because we be talking about real shit.
We be talking about some crazy things.
But anyways, we get to the filming portion. We already talked about Georgia. Georgia really, really did good. I was proud of her. Chanel was forgetting her lines. She was nervous. I think that's Chanel's problem this season. There hasn't been one episode where I felt like she's giving confident. It's always giving nervous or shook or panicking. I felt like one of her. What? Go.
I was gonna say, she kind of talked about it, how
you
know, she kind of feels like, can you really compete with these younger girls? And we were just saying last episode, a lot of times the older queens, they get on All Stars and they really can't. They cannot keep up. But I feel like Chanel has definitely caught up. Kept up with the competition. It's just, it hasn't been her day. I mean, I will say, I can't see a reason why she shouldn't have a badge, but also if we go through each week, it's like I've never been like, oh, Chanel should definitely have one.
I was gonna say the week Nina won her badge, when they both did the same person at Snatch Game, I felt like Chanel's version of that person was more entertaining than me. And that was the one time I felt Chanel seemed comfortable this season. I don't remember her look, like that was a while ago, but that was the one time I felt Chanel felt comfortable, like confident. She seemed really confident. I felt like she did a really good job.
I think she had really planned to do him. They bought the costume and everything for Boy Joe. Who the fuck was it?
I forgot who it was. Some old man. No shade.
I won't say. I don't know who it is.
But yeah, one of them. Not Louis. It was Italian man. But anyways, I felt like that was the one time she really stood out and really just seemed confident. After that, it's like she's kind of faded into the background with the challenges. You don't seem extravagant or confident, and you're not getting out of your shell or your box. And it's probably just because, like what she said this episode, like, can she keep up? And it's like, I think you just need to give a little bit more. Put a little in it. Put a little in it. Like, and then you'll be fine.
That's when she had that flop scorpion runway. And that's another big issue.
That's what it was.
The challenge would be T, and then the look be given, And then, like this episode, the look was
the look was T to me.
Same with last episode. Both of these episodes in a row, and the episode that Jalen just mentioned, it would have she could have got a badge this episode if like the full package was there.
Yeah, she's missing one or the other. It always falls flat. Well, but you have zero manufacturing badges.
Like, most of the challenges really matter.
Yeah.
And she hasn't been excelling at any of those.
She just needs to lock in. I'm surprised this episode, especially after hearing what she had to hear, she wasn't like, I'm finna go in this room and I'm finna act a fool. Because if she would have, that would have gotten attention. Like the judges would have like, oh, this is what Chanel can bring. She was very like just normal. Like it was like normally funny, like normally the lines. She read the lines great. Actually, she was forgetting some of them. And it's like, that was it. Child. Plastique did terribly to me. She wasn't like hitting. She was her actual video was due. But that's the issue. That's why I hate these challenges as well. Because Rue will talk about in their judgment, he'll mention what was happening while practicing as well when he's judging them. So it's like, I'm looking at what's happening while practicing as well, because he's also looking at that. That's while practicing, Plastique was not hitting the lines, the punch lines where she needed to hit him. But honestly, for all of them at the actual video, it was all good, in my opinion.
Yeah,
nobody's video flopped.
The end result looked great. And usually sometimes even the end result is bad. I think the end result for all of them was actually really good. I found myself laughing at all of them. But personally, I do think that Angeria had the strongest performance. As soon as she stepped up on the scene, I was laughing. Personally, I thought, no shade, girl. I have to give Nina her 10s when she deserves them. She ate it up.
She did, and this is what I feel about Nina. Nina can act. She has things she can excel at. So that's why she should just stay at the Broadway stage on Hairspray, where they give her clothes to wear and give her wigs to wear and do her makeup for her. That's where she belongs, because she excels in the acting. It's just she needs a stylist sometimes.
She's a stylist
all the time, and I think she would definitely do great on Broadway. Stay over there. So,
oh my God.
Please, that would have been my drag for her. If the library was ever open, girl, stay over there, please. Roxy, and I hate to do this every episode, but I'm never gagged. I'm sorry. So Roxy, she was there.
Yeah, no, Roxy, I felt like the personality in the performance just wasn't there. It felt like she was getting the lines right. I felt like they were being read correctly. Like, it didn't feel awkward, her delivery. But I just wish there was more personality, because they are supposed to be this like caricature of the character and movie that you're supposed to be parodying. So I just I didn't get that fully, but overall it was a good performance. Yeah, like at least she wasn't going out there forgetting lines and shit.
Yeah. I agree. It was almost like, seamless, but not stand out. Gottmik had Rue cracking up. Gottmik's just very naturally funny. They kind of talk about that.
That's an actress. That's an actor. Okay.
And Vanjie was Vanjie.
That was a funny back and forth.
Vanjie was Vanjie, but that's Vanjie's problem. And they kind of criticized her on that a little bit. They were like, I mean, every time you go out, you give Vanjie, but a part of me wishes you would like settle into the actual role. Because they said her movie was Showgirls. I've never seen it, but that's Michelle Visage's favorite movie. And she was like, it's definitely not Showgirls.
It's Vanjie Girls.
It's Vanjie
and that's
Girls.
What, remember she did Cleopatra? It's like, girl, this is Vanjie. And I feel like that's what she's been giving this entire time in the challenges. And then as far as the looks, like,
they're never gagging.
They're never gaggy. They're never that gaggy. So I just feel like, I do live for Vanjie, though. I really do. I just feel like next drag superstar.
I just wish there was some.
She is a superstar.
I don't know. I don't know. Vanjie herself is a superstar. And I guess you can be the drag superstar as Vanjie. It's just when you look at the challenges that they give you for this, it's like they're wanting to use. And the competition. It's like they're wanting you to be, the best of the best on the runway and the best of the best in the acting and the comedy. And it's like, she is funny. She can act as herself. But it's like her acting is like, it's like, ooh, I ain't gonna come for my girl like that. There's a lot of actors out there. Damn, and all of them I'm thinking.
Who are you trying to say?
I'm not gonna say nobody, but there's a lot of actresses out there.
You thinking my girl?
It's not your girl, it's my girl. So I'm not gonna say it. Well, I thought of you. I thought of your girl too. I definitely thought of yours. There's a lot of actresses out there where when they act, it's very much so them. So Vanjie could be on the movie, and it could just be she's casted for the role of damn near herself with a different name. So it's like I get it, but also it's like, I don't get it in the sense of,
especially because she gives us so much of a personality to where it's like it feels like we're not getting anything different. Like these challenges are supposed to test you, and it's just been Vanjie.
Yeah, So before the runway, Roxy apologizes.
Ooh, as she should.
To Angeria for saying what she said because she was the one who was in her feelings and she was the one who was struggling to choose just the round before.
Exactly. I'm glad. I'm glad, and that's why I do fuck with Roxy. I fuck with Roxy as a heavy because, like I said, remember I told you how she was talking about the winner of her season, and everybody was dragging her for, and she came back. She said, "I don't give a fuck. I said that shit." And what? It's not the TV edit. I said it. Period. Like I feel like she a real ass bitch in that way because I get the point of girl. I was just mad. Yeah. And I'm not mad no more, girl. It is what it is. Fuck it. But I also know Roxy gonna get that ass back. She is definitely snipping Angeria back. Unless there's just some other, I feel like, smarter decision that is needed. But she's in the lead, so she really could do what she wants.
She could do what she
wants. I guess snip plastic, but girl, I mean, she ain't beating y'all in the lip sync because she's not even trying.
It's definitely not necessary to snip plastic, and it's no shade. Then we got to cover her up with some base in your walk. Let's get into these runway looks, Lee.
Some base in your...
Come on! Singing challenge? We started off with Angeria, Paris,
Van Michaels.
Van Michaels, girl.
I really, at first, I wasn't feeling it. When it first hit me, but as I was getting into it and I was unpacking it, I really love it. I love this for Angeria. Especially it was a complete bounce back from last week. It's no shade.
Yes.
I forgot my sister could serve looks for a minute. I did. Because last week was woo. But this week, I really enjoy it. I live for the hair. She said that the wig is an urn with the dead ashes of her man. And you kind of got like the spider thing, so it's like a black widow. I live for all of it. Because what's the theme again?
The theme is Widow Weep for Me. So
I love
widow.
it. I live all of this. Like she's Queen of Darkness. Like
I agree. I really do like it. I especially love all of this. All of this upper part, that's very elegant. Love that. The dress, I like the dress. It looks amazing. She looks good. Love the silhouette. It's very Angeria. And the reason I'm saying this is because I feel similar to a lot of these looks. This is very them. And a part of me wanted a little bit, I don't know.
Like there were no standouts this episode.
Having to see them, or not even, it's a lot to it. Having to see the same people the entire season, I want a little bit more. I feel so. A part of me is getting, in a way, bored or tired of their original their original look, how they always look. So I kind of am looking for something that's a little bit more standoutish from what they normally do. Because I've seen y'all on your original season, and now I'm seeing y'all here, and it's like, I mean, I say the same shit for Georges and Vanjie every week. I'm not gonna not say it just because you give cunt. Like, I mean, you giving cunt, but also you need to be stepping out of your comfort zone as well. So it's like, I want a little bit more.
What you did last week?
She stepped the wrong way.
You got your more, bitch. You got your more.
And but you know what I said last week? I said the one thing I like is she stepped out of what she normally would do. And it's like, I like when they do that. And so it's like, ooh. So, but this look, it is really good. I really love this look.
Good. Because a lot of girls, they do try to give camp, and they don't give
it that. So
none of these girls this season, I guess, got make herself to be the camp queen, but her camp is so cunt that it's like, ooh.
You lose that it's camp. This girl had knives on her chest. Oh, please. Next is the camp queen herself. Okay, period.
Now I'm not gonna lie, y'all.
I wasn't tagging at first.
I'm not feeling this. And this is my first look of Got Mick this season where I was like,
I felt that way last week. Last week I was
and then I watched it, I saw it again. I watched it again. I was like, okay, because for the theme, I think that's what I live for. It's very dark. It seems like the widow and the funeral of it all. I love like the campiness with the candle, because she looks like a melted candle. Like I love how outside of the box it is. Like the fact that she still has lit things, but it's not my favorite from Got Mick. And I don't. You said this on the phone a little bit. I don't know what it is I don't like about it, but it's just not. I'm not feeling it for some reason.
Exactly. I feel the same way. I don't know what it is I don't like about it, but I'm just not. I think objectively, if I was a judge, I would say this isn't the bottom look because I'm a judge and I can tell that this is an elegant, very cunt, very camp at the same time, very creative as per usual. So this definitely isn't the bottom look. It's just me personally, something about it isn't hitting me. You know, I'm like, I don't
I like
know.
what Alessandro said. He said she needed more texture to differentiate all the color. She becomes a blob. I feel like
that is what it is.
When she first stepped out, I was like, what is it? And then I had to get into the details of it. But even when you think about the melted candle, it kind of gives blob a little bit. So
you know what I wish?
What she was going for, it fit.
What I wish she did was a headpiece, either a headpiece or the hair differently, because I feel like what's fucking her up is this veil and the hair is so flat. I feel like she needed something to kind of expand her body, because right now the hair and the head, it's
maybe a more dramatic black hair,
something dramatic up here. If it was like sticking out, not like the same got mixed sticking out. I wish it was just more like maybe even like the top of a flame, like if it was just shaped like a flame. It doesn't even have to be the red color, it could just be shaped like a flame, or even the red I would have loved that. So yeah, I feel like it was the head part, but objectively it's good. It's just, I don't know, I wasn't feeling it no more. Next is girl.
What I hate about it is
she should have won last.
She should have won, and we were just singing her praises, and this is why. Because it's no shade. I don't like this. I feel like it's not even on theme. Nope. She's wearing a red dress, and she said it was a wedding dress. That's not a wedding dress. They don't get to me.
And then she's just wearing I don't even know what she's wearing at first. Neither of these are anything. It's barely on theme. It's not good. It's like you're walking out to, I don't even, you're going somewhere.
She's going to a dinner.
She's going to a dinner at a professional, elegant 5-star restaurant. Congratulations, actually.
Looks like great. I don't live for the hair.
Nothing else.
I just feel like it wasn't, and I think that's my biggest thing. It was not on theme. Like if it was just the same dress in black, I was like, okay, at least you on theme.
Yeah.
But like, what is widow? What's the theme again? Is
widow weep for me, and it's like
weep for me. I'm not even weeping.
It's not even widowing.
Maybe you had like red,
and then she had the little chain that was supposed to be the, I don't even know what it was. Girl, it's a no. This is a chop. This is a big chop. Put her in the bottom.
It's definitely given she didn't have anything else packed.
Lip sync for your life. You spent your $75,000 on this, girl. Next, Roxy and
I live for this. I live for this look. It's simple. But it's wedding week for me. I like it's marital with the white dress, but I love the detail of the red kind of like crystal showing the blood. And she had the effects. You can't see it in this picture, but she had the machete with the blood stains on it. Like I just killed my ex. Not the best idea. I live for it. I think it was one of the better looks of the night, even though it was so simple. It was simple, but it had that edginess with the red. I mean, you don't live for that. The red Swarovski crystals, like it's blood.
I'm finding it. Okay. I like the idea of the blood red, and I like the white dress. I like that she went for, because you're supposed to be a widow, but like also a wedding dress. I get it. I like that idea too. But
and it tells a story. I like that.
It tells a story.
Saying, I killed my husband. Like,
yes,
you can tell that from the axe and the.
Yes, Rudy. I agree with Rudy. Rudy said, "I wish he had more blood." I agree. I kind of wish he had more blood.
Maybe going down the dress.
Maybe going down, because my issue
maybe
is
some red splotches on this little tool thing.
On the thing. This is my issue. My issue is, from my memory, she came out with a cape and a fitted either bodysuit or a dress every damn thing, and it's like, can all you give is cape and fitted bodysuit? And this is what I was saying, and it's not just her. I'm not gonna say just her, because I do think this is just in general, if I'm being objective, like I said about Got Mick, this is one of the better looks of the night. But this is my thing about every look. If you would have gave me the theme and asked me, what do you think all of these girls are coming out with, everyone gave me exactly what I would have predicted. I would have predicted her with a fitted bodysuit and a cape. I would have predicted Got Mick something cunt with a story. I would have predicted Angeria a headpiece and a bodysuit that fits her real nicely. Every single person, I would have predicted George's a reveal that's not gonna gag. Every single person Every single person, it's like, this is what I would have put on my multiple choice answer quiz if they asked me, what are you coming out with? Why is nobody, except, let me get to my girl. We're not there yet. But every person, even Nina West, I would have been like, a reveal with something that looked like a costume. That's exactly what this is. I think this look is okay. I think it's I don't want to say good. I really don't want to say good. I think it's creative. I don't like the reveal. Don't think she needed to come out with this original costume. She loves a reveal, but I think that's Nina's problem. Everything is not a Broadway reveal show. Like,
she's not gagging enough for that. You're not that girl to be trying to do a big ass reveals. No. But also with this one, if she had just came out and what the second look was, I wouldn't have been.
I would have liked it more.
That first thing that she tried to give, that effect is terrible. That effect is terrible. And then getting into the finishing look, I wish that blue wasn't there because it's like it's giving like under it. I love it on the arms and the chest.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
I wish the bottom was white. I wish it was the same material she has on the little corset thing, whatever the fuck that is.
I agree. I wish the corset gave more. Everything you're saying, I love the blue behind on her arm and on her body. I really like that part. I love what she did with like it almost gives Corpse's Bride. Yes, I love that story. I don't like the first part. And this is the issue with her reveals. Her reveals are meaningless. At least with Georgia, she always is like trying to come up with something. It feels like Nina just reveals just to reveal. She never really has a true meaning to the reveal. There was no reason to reveal right here. Like both of these looks could tell similar ideas. It wasn't different like that. But anyways, so I don't like the reveal in general. And then I hate the bottom part of this. But if we just had just this one side of the pic, this right side, hold on, let me do this. If we just had this right side here,
she killed it.
You killed it, mamas. But she always just got to be weird and extra. What the fuck is this?
Because even her makeup.
What are you on, Hamilton? This looks like Hamilton.
Hamilton on Broadway, bitch.
Hamilton on Broadway. Hamilton. The Night at Hamilton or whatever. The Nightmare Before Hamilton. Like, what are you doing? Anyways, it was okay. And I think her performance was, if we had to choose who had a better performance, I think she clearly did. She's clearly an actress. It worked. It was very.
Angeria being top two for me felt like the best decision that he's made this entire season. Like, I feel like almost every week I've been like, someone could have been replacing the top two. This time, not really, no.
Yeah, this time it was fine. Next is Cuntique Tiara. Always serving cunt. Now, I'm not gonna lie. When she first walked out, same thought as everybody else. This is exactly what I would have wrote down on my. It doesn't even have to be a multiple choice. It could have been a free response. What do you think they're gonna wear? And I could have literally said everything she just did.
I think with Plastique, it's still so unique because it's a lot of traditional garments that she wears, and you don't really see, I feel like, too many Asian inspirations mixed in with drag. So I love seeing that's not like freaking appropriation type shit. You know what I mean? Like, this is her actual culture. It does, I feel like, mean more. And I love that she personally ties everything back to that. I feel like Mick has that with her trans story. I feel like a few queens do that. They kind of include who they are as a person in their overall thing. Like the personality, like this is Plastique. You know what I mean? And regardless, it's beautiful. I agree with what you're saying about all the girls tonight, but something about Plastique's look, it's like she really brings it every single time. This is great. Is it my favorite of the night for like the theme?
The theme. I was going to say with the theme, it's almost like I love it, and I love the detail. I love the detail on the regalia of her dress. But when it comes to the theme, it's like, oh, okay. And then also like what I said, like I would have guessed you would have came out with it. So to me, it's like if I had to choose, I don't think I would choose her. Just because of those things, but it's so good. It really is so good.
It's so good. Like the look, she brings it in.
The makeup is always tea. I love the way she beats her face down to the gods, and it's always giving fish. Like that's.
I think she's a makeup artist.
You don't have to wear black to be a widow. You don't. But that's not all.
I didn't get widow or anything.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to tell, and it might be because it's cultural. Which is like that's on me being ignorant, but also it's like you have to be able to if this was just judged, if this wasn't judged by people that Plastic knows, if this was judged by random people, and Rue said random people come in here and you have to go based off this theme, we wouldn't know what this theme is, or this wouldn't match the theme that they were given because we don't know. So even if you're going to show your culture or tell your story, you also have to relate it to the audience so that the audience can still relate it back to the theme. So yes, it could be ignorant. It's probably ignorance that I don't understand that it's giving Widow, but also you have to be able to tell that story to people who might not know. So it's like, I feel like you got to do both. So when it comes to the theme, I didn't know. I don't know. I don't know what a widow looks like, where she's from. So it's like, you got to tell me. You got to show me in some more dramatic. And that's why Drag Race is dramatic, because you have to tell people a story with what you're wearing. And this tells a story, but it doesn't tell the story of a widow to someone who doesn't know. Yeah. So that's the problem.
But definitely beautiful. Definitely beautiful. Like she
definitely beautiful.
She ate this up. And if it is definitely like,
and this is why they need to be snipping her, because if there's a challenge where everyone does okay on, she's winning based on the look. So y'all do need to be snipping this girl. That's why she keeps getting in the fucking top 3.
Because her challenge performances have not been bad at all. So it's exactly, like, y'all really need to watch out. Let her learn the lyrics to a song. It's over.
It's over for you hoes. Next is, in my opinion, the best look of the night. Now, I personally didn't necessarily need to reveal.
Yeah, she just came out with it.
I didn't need to reveal because the original garment is just a black drape. Like, I don't know. So I kind of wanted to.
No one did. Anyone killed her? No.
Nope. It was Georges, her, and Nina. None of the reveals were needed. Y'all just did a reveal just to do a reveal. Now let's just pretend she just came out in this. Gorgeous. And you know what I was scared of? You know how I was saying I can predict everything everyone's gonna wear? I was like, when she takes this drape off, she's gonna have one arm dead, oh my God, and one arm, and she didn't. And I was like, oh my God. And then for me, this really was like a way to show the theme without going dark, because it's like, this is a widow, like, especially because we're in the Bridgerton era. Well, not we, but a lot of people are in the Bridgerton era. So I'm able to easily relate this to a widow for those times. So for me, it really did give, you were married in a royal family. The purple, the gold, it's clear you were royalty. You're probably taking over the crown.
Rich. Like she looks like so authentic. Like it looks like this costume would be in a museum somewhere. Like she looks really great.
Yeah, I loved it. And she was one who stepped out of her normal little box. She usually does kind of like the boxy shoulders, the sharp ass shit, the one arm shit. She didn't do any of that here. She just gave the theme, I feel, in a very elegant way, and it wasn't just what Chanel usually does. So I would have gave this look the best look of the night. But when it came to the performances, she was one of the only ones who didn't fall flat, but it was like Rue said, girl, you just didn't even seem like you were in the same room as me. So it's like, you fucked up, because if she would have just did okay at the challenge, she probably would have been top 2. And it's like, that's why you be fucking up, girl. Fuck. Anyways, last but not well, it might be least, and it's no shade. Vanessa Vanjie. Now the girls, we're unpopular opinion, Lee, because the girls were on Twitter. They were like, oh my God, Vanjie ate this look up and da 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 da.
I think I'm just personally comparing it to every other look I've seen, and it's not spectacular. Like, Vanjie's performance on All Stars have not been the best. Like, it really has not. It feels like a normal season. Even in a normal season, she probably would have been out by now, because it's like she's not competing. Like, she looks great. Like, her looking great is never the problem. The body's always T, the face is always T, the hair is always there. What she has on is not always eating. Now, for tonight, I love it. I love everything that she's giving, but I also just feel like.
Also, are you a widow, or are you a stripper from Showgirls? She should have worn this for the Showgirls.
That's what I feel like. I don't feel like it's on theme, and I just feel like I'm never really a fan of people who do kind of come in there with like less clothing, unless it's something very couture or kind of, and this is just Vegas Showgirl, like you said. Now,
the judge Colton Haynes would disagree with Lee, because y'all, Colton Haynes, I don't know if that man is married or whatever, but he has a crush on Miss Vanjie, because he said you look incredibly sexy tonight. Like, I'm sure all of us were just looking over our seat when you came out, especially when you walk back. Like, ooh, you definitely had us looking good. And then your performance, like, it's just so amazing. You definitely gave Vanjie, like, I love it because I've seen Showgirls and it's not that, but it was more than that.
He was gagged.
Like,
gagged, baby.
Wanted him some Vanjie.
Vanjie.
And Vanjie is a Libra, and I'm a Libra.
Ooh,
Libras have
so much sense.
What you saying? I'm gonna come out here looking the same every round?
No,
don't put. Oh, okay.
I meant personality wise.
But no, honestly, one thing a Libra is gonna do is woo somebody. People get wooed by Libras, and Vanjie has the it factor, and I feel like Libras tend to have an it factor. Other Libras you might know, Kim Kardashian, Cardi B, it like they have an addictive personality in a way. People really get addictive, and I get it, because if I'm being honest, if I was a judge of RuPaul's Drag Race and I had to be on a season where Vanjie was on, especially if it was like a normal season where I had to eliminate people, I could see myself being like, damn, I kind of just don't want to eliminate her because she's so cunt. Charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent in her own way. So I get why Vanjie gets all of the praise she gets, because it's like, you got something to you, queen. But
y'all,
Lee, don't tell them that.
I shouldn't.
Go ahead and do it, child.
This whole time watching, I did not know that charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent spelled cut.
And it's like, usually I'm the one who be a little slower on those things. So whenever Lee don't be on it, it's like, where was you at? Because I need you to make sure I'm up on it.
Girl, okay. I was smoking last night. I was like, wait, charisma?
He done typed it out, put the capitals of each.
Because honestly, I didn't think Pharah knew either.
I was like, girl, what are you talking about? I was like, are you high? Because I hope you forgot. I was hoping you were high.
Why you ain't tell me?
Honestly, I feel like I think I came to the realization on the podcast.
Well, okay. Like to be fair, did he ever say this is what cut means?
Honestly, he might have. I don't want you to say
really
that. It's been 15 seasons.
They
said, now how you watch 15 seasons, you just now getting a girl.
Get off my neck, hey, girl. I feel like maybe I wasn't paying attention.
Girl, but yes, that's what it means. Child, those are the looks. Oh wait, and then let's get into. I don't know why I turned this off. The fuck I thought was gonna happen. I don't know what I thought this was. And then it's not. And now it's not dragging over. Lee, you just gonna be in the front the whole time.
Oh no! What's happening? Okay, well,
this should be struggling. Let's get into these motherfucking tier rankings. Okay. Let's start at the bottom. Nina West. She was a chop last time, but I don't think it's giving a chop this time. Performance was good, and the look was, and that's her problem. I kind of don't want to go above camp.
Who?
Nina West. Kind of don't want to go above camp.
The challenge was good. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Because the look was the challenge was good, but it's like everybody did good, and then the look was.
It wasn't good enough for it to be.
Got Mick. Everybody's kind of mad this week.
It's gonna be a lot of camps again.
Yeah, everybody's kind of mad this week. I would put her in camp below Nina, just because it's like, Nina killed the challenge in the way she did. So I was like, Vanjie.
Child.
Honestly, Vanjie is child, because all you gave in the challenge was Vanjie, and I needed a little more, and then the look was bad. Boom. Roxy Andrews.
Roxy, I live for the challenge. I like the look. I'll say camp.
I feel like I would say bottom of camp. The look was okay, and the challenge was okay. Chanel.
Where the girls go? Chanel.
I loved the look. I
didn't live for the challenge.
My favorite look. Cute. So
I think she should go behind Roxy.
I think she should stay in front of Roxy.
I think she should go behind Roxy. Roxy had a stronger performance in the challenge, and she had a better look.
I feel like her performance was barely better, and her look wasn't better at all. Chanel had the best look of the night.
So what we gonna do?
Chat, we gotta wait for the chat. So we're gonna leave them there. We gotta wait for the chat. Chat, should Roxy go above Chanel? Should Chanel go above Roxy?
Period.
Next, Angeria Paris Van Michaels. She can be a cunt. Maybe mother. No, cunt, because this wasn't a mother performance. I needed her to do
it. Wasn't a mother look of the night.
Yeah, it wasn't a mother look, and I think the performance was great, but it wasn't a mother performance either. It was just like, you did the best of everybody else. So cunt, definitely. Plastic tiara.
Plastic and a cunt. Plastique. I like the finished performance. I don't know if that
I like the
matters
finished
much.
performance.
And the look was great, but I'm
And the
fine
look
with
was great.
her in camp, honestly.
I'm fine with her in camp as well.
And I think Roxy.
I love the
Plastique in
look.
camp. Oh, the girls are saying Roxy above Chanel. So
Okay, we'll do Roxy above Chanel.
Period.
And then
I know.
Chad,
I know.
where do Plastique go?
She should
Chad.
go behind Roxy above
Behind
Chanel.
Roxy above Chanel. I'm okay with that. I agree with that. Actually,
So our bottom two is two girls that's already went home on our.
We didn't do George's. Terrible look.
Oh, she was so high up.
Yes.
Terrible look. Okay, performance.
Terrible look.
Performance was better than Chanel's.
It was. I put her.
She's getting.
But the look was so bad for me. I would put her below Chanel. Me personally.
Because of the look.
Because of the look. But the performance was better. The performance matters
better
more
than Plastique and Roxy. So
the performance better. Yeah, that's true. And the performance matters more. So based on the performance, I would definitely say that. So bottom is damn. Ain't both of them out on our
yes.
Child.
So technically, I mean, the next people would be George's and Plastique.
And they're both in on our version.
Yeah.
Okay. So on our version, we would have George's and Plastique.
I'm gonna have to go back and track who we would have given benefactors badges for the finale to see who we would have put in our top 3.
Mm-hmm. Child, so we would have Georgians and Plastique lip syncing for their life, and Plastique don't know how to lip sync because she don't know none of the words.
Girl, Plastique would have went home.
So who's left for us?
Oh, let me see.
Child, Plastique
people who have went home is Nina. For us, is Nina, Vanjie, Chanel, and Roxy, and Plastique. If we saying,
so we would already be at final 3. It would be Angeria.
Ru got a George's bias, so he definitely would have choose George's over.
So it would have been Angeria, got Mick, and George's, and we done, and that's it. We in the final 3 already.
That's it.
That's it. We done eliminated 5 girls.
Okay, well, now we gotta get to the winner. And then, like I said, I'm gonna go back and see who is our benefactors when we get to the finale.
So Ru gave of course Angeria and Nina the top 2 this week, and they both got benefactors badges. I think that was
Rudy said double shante. Honestly, this might need to be a double shante.
Honestly, because you remember last episode we was like, should we use it on Roxy or should we save it?
We gotta save it.
We should save it for Cunty. We should save it for Cunty. We should save it for Cunty.
Double shante.
Because it was too many people who had went home. We already
got no real rules, bitch.
Because we would already been at the finale. We can't be at the finale that fast. We need to do a returnee comp, honestly. All right.
That's what Ruby doing though. Ruby just be making anybody stay he love. He be like, oh, hey, y'all.
Oh, hold on. Not these 2 legends in the bottom now. So the benefactors badges update at the end. Oh, Angeria Paris Van Michaels stomps out Nina West, obviously.
Yeah. So I saw people on Twitter saying that maybe Nina should have won. No.
Not the lip sync. I think no, not
they were saying she should beat her in the lip sync. No.
No.
Mm-mm.
Sorry. But she finally wins money for the Trevor Project because Ruth said since you didn't need the immunity for the snippet, we're gonna give money to your charity. Thank God, because Trevor Project wasn't gonna get shit.
Okay, when did Chanel did Chanel got money for us?
She has money. No, she doesn't. Damn, and she was talking about it too. She was talking about like, damn, I wish I could get money for. What is Chanel probably? Because she said anxiety and depression charity. She said she has gotten no money for them. Damn.
Child, not anxiety.
Not anxiety. Y'all go watch
Inside Out 2.
Inside Out 2. I feel like it would be very beneficial to all you gays because it's truly and girls, everybody truly,
and men, specifically men,
everybody truly
learn to cry.
Everybody truly, it would be great. Watch both of them, 1 and 2. But anyways, the last benefactors update badge. Shit. Roxy, Plastique, and Angeria all have 3. They're tied for the most. Got Mick got snipped. No, she didn't. Yes, she did. Twice in a row. Damn. Roxy done snipped her, and then Angeria done snipped her.
I didn't even peep that it was twice in a row.
Yep. Angeria, just like Angeria did. And it's like, you ain't got no compassion, girl, because you was mad when it
happened. That's the thing. I feel like both Gottmik and Roxy would snip Angeria again. And they are 2 people who could actually win again. So she got to be careful.
Damn. Angeria finna get...
Yeah, she got beef with the big girl. So, all right.
And then Gottmik, Vanjie, Georges, and Nina all have 2. Shout out to Nina for getting the second one. never would have expected it.
Shout
And then
out.
Chanel has 0. Girl, I need you to do something
Quickly and fast.
God damn. Chanel and Plastique haven't won any money for that charity yet. Damn, even Plastique, because she hasn't won a challenge. She just has 3 benefactors badges. Terrible girl. Child. Next episode is a design challenge. Got Mick finna eat her up. But she's got Mick can win and snip somebody. She just can't get a benefactor's badge.
Yeah.
So that could happen. Angeria, watch your back, girl.
Watch out, girl. You in danger, sister.
Your back. But yeah, that was this episode. It was kind of cuter than I remember. Honestly. So
definitely. Talking about it way funner.
Yeah, we'll definitely be back for next episode to get into the rest of the girls or whatever. And we're also covering a bunch of other shit. We're covering Big Brother coming up soon. We're, of course, doing our Big Brother 3 rewind, so definitely get into that. We're, of course, doing Total Drama Island, so definitely get into that. We are going to finish the GOAT coverage, so definitely get into that. Coming up soon, The Mole. Netflix is going to be coming out. We'll definitely be covering that. And then Claim to Fame is coming soon in a few weeks as well, and we'll definitely be covering that as well. Maybe not definitely. So definitely get into those, though. The ones we do cover. And thank you for keeping it real with the Kingdom Ho. We are...